So hello students, this is the next problem. The following are the summarized balance sheets of a company as on 31st December 2014 and 2015. So they have given liabilities and assets for 2 years 2014 and 2015. Under liability side they have given share capital, general reserve, profit and loss account, mortgage loan which is long term, sundry creditors, provision for taxation, and under asset side they have given land and building, machinery, stock, sundry debtors, cash, bank and goodwill. So they have given the additional information which are as follows. During the year ended 31st December 2015, first adjustment, dividend of rupees 23,000 was paid. Second adjustment, assets of another company was purchased for a consideration of rupees 50,000 payable in shares. The following assets were purchased: stock rupees 20,000, machinery rupees 25,000. Machinery was further purchased for rupees 8,000. Depreciation written off of machinery rupees 12,000. Income tax provided during the year rupees 33,000. Loss on sale of machinery rupees 200 was transferred to general reserve. You are required to prepare cash flow statement. So now we'll analyze each and every item of liabilities and assets. So first we'll see the liabilities. Under that, first item is share capital. The opening balance is 2 lakh and the closing balance is 2 lakh 50,000. So there is a increase of rupees 50,000 with respect to share capital. So there is one adjustment relating to this increase of shares, that is adjustment number 2. Assets of another company was purchased for a consideration of rupees 50,000 payable in shares. The following assets were purchased: stock rupees 20,000, machinery rupees 25,000. So it is given in the problem that they have purchased assets of another company and the payment is made in shares. Okay, the payment of rupees 50,000 was made in shares. So there is two things in this adjustment. One thing about the issue of shares and one more thing about the purchase of assets. Okay. So issue of shares for rupees issue of shares of rupees 50,000 and purchase of asset. So they have purchased two assets, stock and machinery. The value of stock is 20,000 and the value of machinery is 25,000. So this is about this adjustment. Okay, this is an important adjustment because the purchase, okay, whatever they have purchased and the payment is made in shares. It is not in terms of cash. Okay, so this transaction is a non-cash transaction. Okay, issue of shares for purchase of fixed asset as well as purchase of fixed assets for shares. Okay, it is a non-cash transaction. So both the entries will not come in the cash flow statement. Both the entries means issue of shares will not come in the cash flow statement and purchase of asset will not come under cash flow statement. So stock is a current asset, machinery is a fixed asset. Okay, so the value of increase or decrease in stock will be considered, but the purchase of machinery will not be considered. So now stock worth rupees 20,000 was purchased, machinery worth rupees 25,000 was purchased. Total is 45,000, but they have paid 50,000. Okay, so there is a balancing figure of 5,000, that is nothing but goodwill. Okay, the balance is considered as goodwill. The purchase consideration is 50,000, but the value of purchase is 45,000. So they have paid extra 5,000 amount, that is considered as goodwill. So go through the working note relating to this adjustment. Working note on issue of shares for purchasing asset. So when they purchased, when they have purchased assets for shares, the journal entry is stock account debtor 20,000, machinery account debtor 25,000, to share capital 50,000. So that there will be a balance of 5,000 which is considered as goodwill. Next, purchase of machinery. With the same point I am repeating now. Purchase of machinery and stock by issuing shares is a non-cash transaction. Hence, it is not to be shown in the cash flow statement. Only the cash purchase will be shown in the cash flow statement. So, all the purchases we are writing under cash flow from investing activity. Now, this is a purchase of fixed asset for shares. Okay, it is a non-cash transaction, so it will not be appearing in cash flow statement. The increase in share capital by rupees 50,000 is due to the issue of shares for the purchase of asset of another company. Again, it is a non-cash transaction and this issue of shares will not come in cash flow statement. The next item under liability is general reserve. Opening balance is 50,000, closing balance is 60,000. So there is one more adjustment relating to general reserve, that is adjustment number 5. Adjustment number 6. Loss on sale of machinery rupees 200 was transferred to general reserve. So there is loss on sale of machinery that has been transferred to general reserve. Usually if there is any loss on sale, it is transferred to profit and loss account. But in this problem, they have mentioned that the loss is transferred to general reserve account. So relating to general reserve, we are having three information: opening balance, closing balance and loss on sale transferred to general reserve account. So now we'll prepare a general reserve account. So general reserve account, we know the opening balance. So buy balance brought down 50,000 and the loss on sale transferred. So to balance machinery account 200. Okay, this is loss on sale transferred 200 and we are writing the closing balance. So to balance carried down 60,000. So now the total is 60,200 and we are getting a balance of 10,200 that is transferred to general reserve. So by profit and loss account, balancing figure transferred 10,200. And also go through the share capital account. Buy balance brought down 2 lakh. This is the opening balance. So regarding share capital, we know the opening balance and we know that 20,000 worth stock was purchased and 25,000 worth machinery was purchased, and we also know the closing balance. So by stock account 20,000, by machinery account 25,000, and also we know the closing balance. So to balance carried down 2,50,000. Now the total is 2,50,000 and we are getting a balance of 5,000. That is nothing but goodwill. So the balance of 5,000 is considered as goodwill and it is a balancing figure. And the next item under liability is profit and loss account. The opening and closing balances of profit and loss account will be considered when we are preparing cash flow from operating activities. The next item is mortgage loan. Opening balance is given 70,000 and there is no closing balance. It means they have repaid the mortgage loan. Now go through the mortgage loan account. Buy balance brought down 70,000. This is the opening balance. There is no closing balance, so the entire 70,000 is considered as loan repaid. So to bank account, balancing figure 70,000. So 70,000 will be the total. Next item under liability is sundry creditor. 1,50,000 is the opening balance, 1,35,200 is the closing balance. So there is decrease in the current liability. Next item, provision for taxation. Opening balance is 30,000, closing balance is 35,000. So regarding provision for taxation, we are having one adjustment. So income tax provided during the year rupees 33,000. In this statement, they have given that income tax provided. It means they have created a provision of rupees 33,000 on income tax, for income tax. So go through the income tax provision account. Provision for taxation. We know the opening balance. We know that there is a provision of 33,000 and we know the closing balance. So by balance brought down, opening balance is 30,000. By profit and loss account, income tax provided 33,000. It is given in the adjustment and we know the closing balance. So two balance carried down 35,000. So total is more on the credit side 63,000 and we are getting a balance on debit side. That is two bank account, tax paid 28,000. So income tax provided means it is a provision. We are writing it on the credit side of taxation provision account, and the balance whatever is there, that is considered as tax paid. So this tax paid amount, okay, the amount of tax paid, you need to deduct it when we are preparing cash flow from operation. Now we'll analyze the assets. First item is land and building. Opening balance is given 2 lakh, closing balance is given 1,90,000. So there is decrease in the value of land and building. There is no adjustment relating to land and building. So the difference amount of 10,000, okay, we'll consider it as depreciation on land and building. Now go through the land and building account. To balance brought down 2 lakh and by balance carried down 1,90,000. The difference of 10,000, okay, we are getting a total of 2 lakh and balancing figure of 10,000. This is considered as depreciation. 10,000 is depreciation. So 10,000 depreciation is a non-operating expense. We need to add it to the closing balance of profit and loss account. The next item under asset. The next item under asset side is so the next item under asset is machinery. Opening balance is 1,50,000, closing balance is 1,69,000. So regarding machinery, there are several information that are given in the adjustment. So from the balance sheet, we got to know the opening and closing balance. Now we'll analyze the adjustments relating to machinery. So one adjustment is machinery purchased for shares. Then we are having machinery was further purchased for 8,000. Now this is cash purchase of machinery. Okay, this cash purchase of machinery will be appearing in cash flow statement, but we are not considering whatever has been purchased for shares. Only the cash purchase of machinery will be considered. Then we are having depreciation written off to machinery rupees 12,000. So this is depreciation on machinery. Then the sixth adjustment, loss on sale of machinery rupees 200 was written off to general reserve. So now we'll prepare the machinery account. Go through the machinery account. So first we need to write the opening balance, that is to balance brought down 1,50,000. Then they have purchased machinery for shares. So to share capital account 25,000. Then there is cash purchase of machinery, that is shown as to bank account 8,000. Then there is depreciation on machine. So by depreciation account 12,000. Then the loss on sale of machine is transferred to general reserve account. So by general reserve account 200. Usually if there is loss on sale of machinery or any asset, that is transferred to profit and loss account. But in this problem they are specifically given that loss is transferred to general reserve account. So by general reserve account, loss on sale transferred 200. Then we are writing the closing balance. By balance carried down 1,69,000. The debit side total is more 1,83,000 and we are getting a balance of 1,800 on the credit side. That is considered as sale of machinery. By bank account, sale of machinery, balancing figure 1,800. This sale of machinery is an item of inflow of cash and will be considered when we are preparing cash flow statement under the heading cash flow from investing activities. So in this, under these two purchase, okay, in this two purchase, the purchase for share will not be considered, only the cash purchase will be considered. The next item under asset is a stock. Opening balance is 1 lakh, closing balance is 74,000. There is decrease in the value of stock. Okay, it means there is decrease in the current asset. Sundry debtor 80,000 and 64,200. Again, there is decrease in the current asset. Cash and bank balance. So cash and bank both are cash and cash equivalents. So the difference of opening and closing balance will be considered for the calculation of net cash flow. So goodwill, opening balance is not there, closing balance is 5,000. So this amount of goodwill is from the purchase of assets for the consideration of payable in shares. So the total was 45,000, but they have paid 50,000, isn't it? So the difference amount of 5,000 was goodwill. So now we'll prepare cash flow from operation statement. So closing balance of profit and loss account, it is given in the problem, that is 30,600. Add non-cash and non-operating expenses. Under that we are having transfer to reserve 10,200, dividend paid 23,000, income tax provision 33,000, depreciation on land and building 10,000, depreciation on machinery 12,000. So whenever we are writing all the non-operating expense and non-cash expense, we need to consider all the adjustments and all the working notes. Okay, all those ledger accounts whatever we are preparing, those are working notes. Okay, so each and every aspect we need to consider. So when we add all the non-operating expense, the total will be 88,200. Then it is added to the closing balance of profit and loss account. So the total will be 1,18,800. There is no non-operating income. Okay, then less opening balance of profit and loss account. So it is given in the problem 30,500. So when we deduct that, we are getting a total of 28,300. That is cash profit from operation. Next, add decrease in current asset. Under that we are having two current assets that are that have been decreased, stock and debtor. So while writing the stock amount, the opening balance is 1 lakh, okay, plus 20,000. This is stock purchased for shares. Okay, this 20,000 is stock purchased for shares. 1 lakh plus 20,000. 1 lakh is the opening balance, 20,000 is stock purchased for shares. So since stock is a current asset, we need to add the value of stock purchased for shares. Okay, minus 74,000. So 1 lakh plus 20,000 minus 74,000. So the decreased value is 46,000. Then debtors 80,000 minus 64,200. The value of decrease is 15,800. Then add increase in current liability. There is no current liability that has been increased, so it is nil. The total will be 61,800. So when we add the amount, that is 28,300, sorry, it is 88,200 plus 61,800, we are getting a total of 1,05,100. 1,50,100 less increase in current asset. So there is no current asset that has been increased. Then decrease in current liability, there is sundry creditor that has been decreased by 14,800. So 1,50,100 minus 14,800, that will be 1,35,300. Less income tax paid 28,000. So this is not given in the problem, but from the working note we have got this amount. So when we have prepared a taxation provision account, the balancing figure was considered as income tax paid. Now we need to deduct the income tax paid 28,000. So cash flow from operation is 1,07,300. Now we'll prepare cash flow statement for the year ending 31st December 2010. Under that first one, cash flow from operation. So the net cash flow from operating activity is 1,07,300. So which we have just prepared, 1,07,300. Next, cash flow from investing activity. Under investing activity, we are considering all those purchases and sale, that is cash purchase and sale of fixed asset. So cash inflow, okay, if there is any sale of asset, then that will add to the cash inflow. So sale of machinery 1,800 less cash outflow. So here we are not considering the purchase of machinery for shades, okay, we are considering only the cash purchase of machinery. So purchase means it is an outflow, so we need to deduct that. So 1,800 less 8,000. Net cash flow from investing activity is 6,200. It is a negative amount. Next, cash flow from financing activities. Under that, cash inflow. So we are not writing issue of shares here, okay. Usually if there is any increase in the value of shares, we use it to write under cash inflow. But in this problem, issue of shares is for the purchase of fixed asset. There is no inflow of cash. So it is nil. Then less cash outflow. Under that, mortgage loan repaid, dividend paid. So these are the payments, so we need to deduct that. So 23,000 minus 70,000. So both are the negative amount. So 93,000 is the negative balance. That is net cash flow from financing activity 93,000. Next, net increase or decrease in cash or cash equivalent. For this purpose, we are considering the cash and cash equivalent at the beginning, less at the end. So cash and cash equivalents at the beginning. So the cash value is 500. There is no bank balance. So 500 is the opening balance of cash, less cash and cash equivalents at the end. So cash balance is 600, bank balance is 8,000. So total is 8,600. So opening balance is 500, closing balance is 8,600. There is net increase in cash equivalent. So net increase in cash equivalent amount is 8,100. So that is net increase in cash and cash equivalent. So this must be equal to, so when we add cash flow from operation plus cash flow from investing activities plus cash flow from financing activities, our answer should be same, that is similar to the net cash flow during the year. So 1,07,300 plus 6,200 is a negative amount, 6,200. So instead of that, you can write it as minus 6,200 plus, again 93,000 is minus, isn't it? So minus 93,000. So plus minus is minus. So 1,07,300 minus 6,200, again minus 93,000. So the total will be equal to 8,100. Yeah, thank you students.